Mahjong friends. Welcome to tonight's live clinic. Tonight we're talking about backup hands. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. You can type in the chat and say hi to me. I'd appreciate it. I love having my Mahjong internet friends here, so please say hi and tell me where you're from. Tonight we're switching hands and we're finding backups. You definitely need a backup. Lines are so important for your player to know when their plan A doesn't work. We're going to go over a few examples of ones that I like to switch to. So grab your card and a pen and paper, and we're going to look at backup lines. Hi Kathleen, hi Patty. I have a few tools that I like to use when I'm trying to learn backup hands. We are now in January. We've had the card for several months now. So the first thing I like to do, obviously, is learn the card. So check out my video on how to learn the card, know the categories and the tiles that belong to each of the categories when you get your dealt hand. Build a hands, and then change out the tiles so that you have a visual and textile version so that your brain can process where you can change numbers, where there's likeness in a hand. Also, write down the hands. You can write down the hands on a piece of paper with different color pens, or you can use graph paper, you can use a notebook, recipe cards, and make the grouping and then box two groupings and see if you can find another hand where you can use those groupings and write it down. You can have this as an ongoing notebook. You can practice looking for backup hands, or maybe you find one during your game, write it down so that you can remember it for your next game. When you have two exposures, so when somebody has two exposures up during your game, you're going to look all over the card for where those two exposures could be. Now you're trying to play defense, but while you're doing that, you're learning where you can have backup hands. So figure out your opponent's hands when they have two exposures. Where's that hand? How many times have some of you heard that at the end of a game when you put out your Mahjong? Your opponent says, "Where's that hand?" I think it's hysterical because I can't get over how many people don't really know the card. Again, we've had it for several months. If you've been playing since April, at least one time a week, you should be pretty familiar with all of the hands. And if you're not familiar, you should at least know what category it goes in. So go online. When you're playing online, you're going to look at each of the opponents when their hands get exposed as to what hand they were playing. So the more you learn those hands, the more you get familiar with the card, and you'll see other hands that you can play, as well as, obviously, we're looking for a switchable hand. What hand is that? What hand is that is an exercise on ilovemahj. It's my favorite exercise. It's why I joined ilovemahj. You practice there. I use it when I'm learning the card in April. It's a great learning tool, not only to figure out your opponent's hand, but it's a great way for you to learn which hand to switch to. And I'll show you that when we go online on ilovemahj in a minute. Well, we have lots on tonight. Welcome, welcome. We have Claudia from Texas, Carol from San Diego, sorry. Pam from North Carolina. Wow, everybody. Hi, Shirley from Florida. So glad you're here, Shirley. Shirley's one of my supporters and a member of my channel. Thanks, Shirley. Edith from Arkansas. Wow, I have to bring up my map again next week and show you if we have any additionals. Oh yes, Ann and Bill, hi from Georgia. And Susan from Connecticut. Nice, New Haven. I have a friend in Connecticut, very close to you. My college friend, I talk about her all the time. She's probably my only friend that I have in Connecticut. So let's look at some switchable hands that I like to switch to and I use often. So the first one, if you're playing the concealed hand, so everybody look at the concealed hand, any like numbers, and accidentally you call for it and you put up 9s. And you say, oops. Obviously you don't say this out loud. You're going to try to find a switchable hand. So again, you're playing like numbers, line number 2, concealed hand, and you either expose or you realize all the dragons are out. So even if you're playing concealed, maybe all the dragons go out and you're not ready to call for Mahjong. So an easy hand to switch to is line number 7 in consecutive run, because it doesn't have to be 1, 2, 3. It can be 7, 8, 9, 9. And the other one is in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, line number 6. You can play 5, 7, 9, 9. So those are 2 hands you can switch to, and also obviously in the reverse way, if you were playing consecutive run, you could go to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 or like numbers. The next one I have is finding a backup for when you have Kongs of 2s and 2s. So say you're playing line number 2 and 2, 4, 6, 8, and somebody discards the 4 dot. Well, now your hand's done, but it's not. There's plenty of backups. I have 4 additional hands you can go ahead and play. You could play line number 1 in any like numbers. The addition hand, line number 2. Now 2, 4, 6, 8 works very nice with the addition section, so don't forget to use that section as a backup. If you have lots of even tiles, you can play there. And then you can also do consecutive run line number 6. You could play 1, 2, 1, 2. If the 2s had been 3s, so maybe you're playing a completely different hand, so maybe you're playing like numbers with 3s. You could also use the addition hands, and you can play 3, 6, 9, line number 5. So you can use those interchangeably. So just some suggestions: when you have multiples of Kongs and Kongs, these are some of the hands that you can change. And remember, in 3, 6, 9, they don't have to be just 3s. They could be 6s and 6s or 9s and 9s. So if you have backup hands, you can put them in the chat. I would love to hear your favorite backup hands. I'm going to continue. I have several more to go over, but I'm always interested to see some of your backup hands. When you're playing 7, 8, and you're playing it with dragons, and then you see this is line number 3, consecutive run, and then all the dragons go out and you're not able to call. Maybe you don't have jokers, so you can switch to line number 5 and play 6, 7, 8 or 7, 8, 9. So when I'm playing, I tend to keep backup tiles in case I do have to switch. So keep that in mind, that you probably want to keep 6s and 9s just in case you switch. If you're playing West and East and you have Kongs of them, there's a few hands you can play with, and I keep everything when I'm playing. So I'll keep the dragons and I'll keep 2023 in case I want to flip to them, and my flowers. So if you're playing line number 1 and all the Souths go out, for example, you can switch to Winds and Dragons, line number 3 or line number 4. Again, I try to hold everything that could possibly make these hands, and that includes flowers and dragons and the numbers 2 and 3. If you have the numbers 2 and 3, and again, they don't have to be numbers 2 and 3, but we're going to use that for our example. Look at all the hands that you can switch to. If you're playing 2 and 3, and say you're playing consecutive run category, you're going to collect around the 2 and 3. So you're going to keep a 1 and a 4, or you're going to keep 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to collect 4 to 5 numbers. So if you're just playing 2 and 3, the first line in 2023 is perfect. And then if that doesn't come out, you can switch to line number 1 in consecutive run. You could switch to line number 6 in consecutive run, or you can play line number 2 in 1 suit or 2 suits. You can play with the 2, 3. And again, if it wasn't 2, 3, it could be another Pung Kong situation with different numbers. You just wouldn't be able to play, obviously, in 2023. If you have the numbers 3 and 9, a pung and a kong, there's 2 hands that you could play in 3, 6, 9. So you're not jumping categories, you're staying within the category. You can be playing line number 1 or line number 3. Sometimes all your pairs go out if you're playing line number 3, so you have to have a backup. And a great backup in most of the categories is that pung kong hand, because if you get jokers, you can move and use the jokers within the pung kong grouping. If you have the numbers 3 and 5, so I should tell you that all of these were taken right off of the I Love Mahj website, and I'll show you how it works there. But they give you this grouping 3 and 5, and you have to tell them where you can play it. Now, again, I use it as not so much where my opponent's playing it, but I'm trying to figure out where I can play it. So you are playing 3s and 5s in your hand, and you're collecting low numbers, because I would keep 2, 3, 4, 5 in my hand of any suit. And you could let the high numbers go, and then you can switch to either a consecutive run or a 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 hand. This would also work if you had the upper numbers of 5, 7 or 7, 9. So you could play 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7. So you obviously have to pick your groupings that you want to play with. You can't obviously collect all. You're just going to have to focus and allow the tiles that you receive dictate what numbers you're going to collect. My favorite hand on the card this year, and has been on for the last, I think, like almost 10 years, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's been on for a very long time, is that consecutive run hand, 1, 2, 3. That's the most versatile hand in my opinion, because you can always fill in the gaps. For example, you have 3 and 5, you can put 3, 4, 5. And sometimes it confuses people as to where you're playing. You know, you could be thinking that you're playing 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and really you're playing consecutive run. It's one of my favorite backup hands. The previous slides and this slide are just some of the examples of hands that I use as backup hands, and they work well together when you're playing. So learn the card, as I mentioned, the tips, and try them in your next game on how to switch hands. You really do have to learn the card. It is the key to this Mahjong game, and you have to know the tiles that are within the categories. So let's give our try on I Love Mahj. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. As always, I thank you for supporting me. If you could hit subscribe, I'd appreciate it. You could share with your friends. Maybe you have someone who plays the same hands all the time or gets stuck and doesn't know how to figure out a backup hand. I always feel very confident in myself if I mess up a hand and then I find a new hand, and even if I don't win but I come close to making it, I'm very happy. Put a comment below if you have something to share. Maybe you have a backup hand that you enjoy. I would love to see your hand. I always learn from my fellow Mahjong players, so I would love to learn a new backup hand. There's lots out there. I'm sure I play many. I just listed a few that I came up with. Please join in the chat this evening. It makes it fun for everyone if everybody's chatting and sharing their stories or their suggestions on what hands I should play when I'm playing on I Love Mahj. Again, thank you for always supporting me, and I appreciate it. If you're looking to buy merchandise or a Mahjong set, go to ilovemahj and use Mah Jongg Class for 10% off, or try Yellow Mountain and use Mah Jongg Class 10 for 10% off. You can also head to my site where I have lots of sets listed, and you could browse and pick a set for you. It's a personal choice, so head on over there and check that out. You can try I Love Mahj 14 days, but if you use my code CB, you get a 21-day trial. So I think it's great to try and to try to learn the card. I mean, we are getting to the end of the year, but you still have a few months left. We have about 3 months before the new card comes, so it's still beneficial to try to learn the card. And it's a great way to practice on I Love Mahj. And you can, April, I think you should be on here almost every day. I know I will be trying to get up to speed on the card. Again, 21 days for free. If you want to join, a monthly membership is $6, but don't forget to put in the code CB so they know that I sent you. So let's head on over to I Love Mahj and we'll go ahead and play some games. We're going to do play, game launch. Oh, I wanted to show you first where you can play. What hand is that? It's in the exercise room. You click on it and you hit start exercise. They give you 1 or 2 groupings and then you have to click on where it is. And the more you practice it, the more familiar you'll become. So right away, I try to pick out something I'm familiar with. This is a quint, so I know what it is in the quint hands, and I know it's line number 1. You hit the plus sign, it pops over to the selected hands, and then you hit validate if that's the only place. Then it tells you you are correct, you move on to the next one. This one has 4 and 5, so you hit, obviously this is consecutive run, and it's a Kong of 4s and a Pong of 5s all in one suit, so it could be this hand, and I think that might be it. So we can check, maybe we're right, maybe we're wrong, but I think that might be it. And so if you hit validate, it will tell you you are correct. If you were missing a hand, it would also show the hand. We'll do that for the next one. 6s and 8s, I'm going to go over to 2, 4, 6, 8 right away. And it's a Pong of 6s with different 8s, which it is not here. So we can go to consecutive run, and that could be, it could be 6, 7, 8. So it might be this one, and it could be 6, 7. Here, 6, 7. Oh no, couldn't be because it's a Pong Kong, Pong Kong. So anyway, I think this is the only hand, but if I'm wrong, it will tell me. I hit validate, and it says I am correct. One more hand. This time it only gave you a Pong of Dragons, so you have to go around and share where you know it's a Pong of Dragons. Now, I do know there's a Pong of Dragons at the bottom of 2023, but that is a concealed hand. They are only asking for exposures. This is an exposure from your opponent. So where can we use a Pong of White Dragons? We can go to 2023, the 3rd line. And then you just go through every category. 2, 4, 6, 8. There's no Pongs of Dragons. There's no Pongs of Dragons in any like numbers. No Pongs of Dragons in addition hands or quints. Consecutive run. There is no Pongs of Dragons. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Nope. Winds and Dragons. Well, yes. There's a Pong of Dragons here and a Pong of Dragons here. 3, 6, 9. There's one hand with a Pong of Dragons, and this has 2 Pongs of Dragons, but we're only looking for the white, so we'll put that in there. Singles and pairs, there's no Pongs, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hands with Pongs of Dragons, which is good to learn, and we're going to validate. And I got them all, so I'm happy about that. So it's just that simple, and the more you do it, you'll get an error when something doesn't show up, and then you'll learn it because you got the error. So next time it shows up, you'll be ready. So we're going to pop out of this, and we're going to get into playing. We're going back up to game launch, and official game, advanced, and let's play.
First Charleston.
We're going to sort by suit, and we have a whole bunch of 3s, very nice. And we have 1s, maybe you could play 1, 3, 5, or 2, 3. Let's get rid of the 9, the 1, and the 6 maybe. Maybe we should keep the 1. Thinking 1, 2, 3. I guess we'll get rid of this 2. We'll stay true to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. We picked up a 3 and we picked up a 1. 1, 2, 3. And a 6. We're not going to do the 6. We're not going to do the 8. I think we can let go of a 3. Maybe we can play all 3s. Maybe we'll get rid of a south. A west, a 4, and a south. Let's continue.
Second Charleston.
Get rid of a 2, an 8, and a 6. A south, a 6, and a 6. A south, we don't need a 1, bam, and an 8.
Courtesy pass.
Oh, we need some flowers, huh? Okay, line up let's sort by suit again. Line up our tiles. We don't need these 2 8s. We can play 1, 3, 3, 5. We can play 1, 3. We never got the other suit of 5s. So I think we're safe to say we could probably get rid of this 2 and this 3. So let's get rid of 3 tiles. And we picked up a 1. So we can prioritize our discards. I'm going to pull the 4 over. Not that I think we're going to use it because I was thinking 3, 4, 5 because we have tons of other stuff. I would love to see if we could get a 1, 3, and then a 5, bam. That would be nice. So let's start our game.
8 crack. Soap. 5
If you want to type in the chat what hand you would play, let me know.
6 crack. West. South. 3 bam.
Good question, Kathleen. Kathleen's asking,
4 bam.
when I play in person, do I place the tiles I get in the Charleston in order on my rack as I go along? I try to because I don't want to miss a pair. So I always keep them in suits in numerical order. And so I do try to, you know, if it's an obvious number, like here I was collecting 1, 3, 5. And I picked 8s. I know I'm not using 8s, so I won't stick them in. They'll stay off to the side. But if it's like I had all cracks and that 4 kind of stuck out because I had cracks, I might stick it in. And then I'll go back and review. But I guess I don't do it as systematically as I do on here because I just sort by suit. But I do try to pull in some if it's low a number just to see if I'm going to switch hands. Good question, Kathleen. Okay, we have 1, 3, 1, 3. There used to be a hand, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, it was 1, 3, 1, 3 with 5s. But now this year it's 1, 3, 5, 5. So let's get rid of the 4.
4 crack. 3 bam. 4 dot. 9 bam. East. 4 crack. 1 bam. 2 crack.
I'm going to keep the flower. And I'm going to get rid of the 1 bam.
1 bam. East. 8 dot. South. 9 bam.
So
north.
If we pick up a red dragon, that would be nice.
5 crack.
Oh, there's our first 5 crack.
1 bam.
Need some jokers.
West. 7 dot. 2 crack. 8 dot.
Oh, got that 4 again.
4 crack. 2 bam. 7 crack. 1 bam.
Oh, geez. I was thinking of 1, 3, 3, 5. If we play with the red dragon, we need 2 red dragons, which we don't have, and then we don't need all these 3s. We could play 2 flowers, and then we can play 1, 3, 5, but we don't have any 5 BAMs. Guess I'm going to start chipping away at these ones because I'm going to stick with my backup hand for 1, 3, 3, 5.
1 crack. East.
I was doing a coach and play yesterday.
8 BAM.
And my
North.
client had 3 of a kind. So say she had 3 ones, and then she had 2 pairs. I think they were like 2 5s and 2 8s. So
6 dot.
we were laughing
2
because
dot.
I said in poker, 3 of a kind is better than 2 pairs.
9 BAM.
So she was trying to decide which one to get
7
rid
dot.
of. 5 dot. I'm moving ahead.
5 dot.
So she
4
ended up
crack.
keeping the 2 pairs, but I said in poker she
8
would have just
dot.
given up her good hand of 3
West.
of a kind. So I don't know, in my another 5 dot. Yikes. We probably could have played the 1s with 5s, but we don't have a bunch of 5s.
5 dot.
I don't
7
know,
dot.
just talking about some
1 dot.
commonality between games of 3 of a kind
5
versus
BAM.
2 pairs. So I don't know if it holds true for Mahjong. Oh, finally, a joker. So it's going to go with our 5. Let's get rid of these 1s.
1 crack. 6
And
crack.
1 5 BAM just went out.
3 dot.
We need a Kong, and we could call it, but I don't want to call it yet. Because if I put this out, somebody could have the matching, and I don't want to give my joker to someone else.
4 dot. South. 2 dot. 7 dot. 6 crack. 2 dot. 6 dot. 9 crack. Call. 5 crack.
Now there's the first grouping of 9s. So we already know, where could he be playing 3 9s? There's only 2 hands he can be playing 3 9s. I just told you tonight where they are. I told you 3 hands, but one of them is concealed. So tell me, what are the 2 hands that Amstead could be playing? Another 5 crack.
6 crack. 7 crack.
Now we got a flower.
1 crack. 9 dot. West. 4 BAM. East. 8 crack. South. 2 BAM. 9 BAM. 2 crack. 4 dot. North. 6 dot. 2 crack. 5 BAM.
We also could play 3 plus 3 is 6. We need 6 BAM. There are no 6 BAMs out. We need that 5
9
BAM.
crack. Soap. Call. 4
Oh
BAM.
boy.
7 crack. 1 crack. Red. Call. Green.
Oh, 2 dragons, double pungs. Where are the double pungs? I did speak of that. Tell me where they are. Type in the chat. So you're looking for Amstead's Pung of 9s. Where is he playing? And Kurt has double dragons of pungs. Where can they be?
Mahjong.
No, we don't need to go any further. They just called Mahjong. So Annie, who wasn't even on the board, she got it. Good for her. So again, this is part of learning backup hands and learning the hands. So she has 6 and 7 with matching dragons, which is line number 2. Now, a backup hand for 6 and 7 with matching dragons would be line number 5 without the dragons. She could have 6, 7, 8 or 5, 6, 7 all in one suit. Amstead has 5799. Now he had a pung of nines. He could have switched to 7-8 if he had eights in BAMs. He could do 7-8-9-9, which is consecutive run line number 7. Kurt had 2 flowers and he had pungs of dragons up, which is the 2023 hand, line number 3. He could have also played north and south with the pung of dragons, and that is all. I think there's only 2 hands with pungs of dragons like that. Oh, sorry, he could have been playing 3-6-9 with pungs of dragons. And we just never got enough tiles. We only got 1 joker. On to next game.
First Charleston.
Sort by suit. And we have pairs of 5s and pairs of 8s. They must have heard me. That was what my client had the other day, 5s and 8s. So we could play 5, 6, 7, 8, but we don't have the 6s. But let's focus on those numbers. We could try 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, or let's get rid of the 3, the 1, and we could keep the 9. It's too wide here. We're going too crazy. Let's get rid of the 2. 1, 4, and 3. The 9, and we pulled a 3 we don't need. It would be 5, 6, 7, 8. It's too wide. 4, and maybe this 5. We're playing with the numbers. We just got rid of that 4. Nope, we got another 9. And 4, 5 is too low. Let's get rid of the last 3 tiles.
Second Charleston.
1 west. Here's 5, 6. We don't have a 7. Let's get rid of the white. 3 west. Here's 7. So we can do, we could do 7, 8, 9, 9. I don't think we're playing with these 5 and 6. Oh, there is the hand. We could do 5, 6, 7, 8. Line number 4. We need a 4. The 4 did go around. Let's get rid of this 9.
Courtesy pass.
Oh, there's the 4. That's perfect. We can do 4, 5, 6. We need a pung. We have a joker. And then we need kongs of 7s, kongs of 8s, or we can play 7, 8, 9. Let's do just 2 tiles. I want to keep my options open.
1 bam.
We didn't pick anything up. I didn't think we would. Nothing was going around that we really needed.
Flower. North. South. Soap.
Everybody's a
9
little
dot.
quiet tonight. How's everybody doing? I don't hear anybody chatting with me. We can keep the 7. We can play 5, 6, 7, 8.
3 dot. 5 crack.
Again, keep all. Now, we could call for this, but hand number 4, we only need a pair. We do have another option, which is 5, 6, 7, 8. We need a pung, but there's still 1 more 5 crack, so I'm going to stay quiet for now and see
6 crack.
how my hand develops. Oh, there goes a 6
9
crack.
bam. West. 9 crack. 9 bam. East. 3 dot. North. 7 crack. West. 3 crack. Call. Green.
Oh. Amsterd's got the 3s out. Now,
4 crack.
having a Kong of 3s is very wide
6 dot.
of where he can be playing. It could be a lot of spots.
2 crack.
So we're not going to figure
7
out his
crack.
hand just yet.
1 dot.
We're waiting for our hand
1
to
crack.
develop a little more.
4 dot. Red. 9 crack. 5
Oh,
dot.
our 9 cracks all went out.
6 bam. 5 crack.
Oh, I'm not going to call it. This hand isn't developed enough to be able to call this.
Soap. 8 dot. 2 dot. Mah Jongg.
Oh boy. Amstead. He's playing 2023, line number 2, with 2 and 3 in 2 different suits. That's a very nice hand. Now, again, if this didn't come out for Amstead, like maybe we threw all the 2 bams out, he could switch to my favorite hand, a consecutive run. He could do line number 5, line B. He could do 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4. But he made it, so congrats to Amstead. Let's see, Annie was playing a consecutive run at line number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and wow, she had a long way to go. Kurt was playing consecutive run line number 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, and again, a long way to go. Interesting. They weren't doing so hot, Annie and Kurt. So you could check the leaderboard. And you have Amstead first, then you have Annie, and I guess I threw a tile for Mahj on, and so did Kurt on one of the games. I think the previous game, they didn't have any exposure, so we didn't know, even if we threw a tile, that they were going to call Mahj on. So let's start our next game.
First Charleston.
Sort by suit. And we have 6s, maybe 2, 4, 6, 8. Or 3, 6, 9. Let's do 3, 6, 9. Something different. 3, 6, 9. A 4, a west, and an 8. A 5, a 4, and a 2. And you can see I'm not even looking at my card yet. Let's start by suit. And we're going to do 3, 6, 9. We don't need the 1. We could do 3. Let's look at all of them. We can do 3, 6, 6, 9, line number 1. Line number 2, we don't have any flowers, so we're going to skip that one. We can do 3, 6. We could do 3, 6, and then 9. So we're not using this. So far we have 2. I don't think we're going to use the green dragon. So we can continue. We have 3 to pass. I don't think we have to go any further.
Second Charleston.
And we have 9. So we could do 3, 6, 9. Let's get rid of... Now I'm kind of in a pickle here. I'm going to get rid of this 9. I don't know if that was the best choice. Maybe we'll get it back.
Courtesy pass.
Oh, we did. Oh no, we got a different 9. Oh, that's nice. 3, 6, 9 all in one suit. With 6s or 9s at the end. Let's get rid of 2. Oh, shoot. I could have played 3, 6, 9, which I kind of like better. With matching dragons. Let's try that hand. I don't think I played that one. That's line number 6. So I'm going to get rid of these 3. Oh, I only needed to do 2.
One dot.
Oh, I got the green. Oh, that's not the right dragon. Whoops.
Soap. 4 bam. Soap. 2 dot. 1 crack. 5 crack.
So we
Red.
need a Kong of 3s, a Kong of 9s in matching, and we need a Pung of 6s and a Pung of reds. This first red, I'm going to ignore it.
Soap. 4 bam. 4 bam. 7 bam. 7 crack. North.
Oh, we got the 9. Perfect. Let's get rid of
Green. 2 bam.
So we could call for our threes. We set your hand up so you're ready to call for them, and we can call for our red. And we can call for our 9 bams and our 6 bams. We can call for everything. We're good. I like being like that, where you don't have to think.
5 dot. 2 dot.
So if any of our tiles come out, we're calling.
5 crack. 1 bam. 8 bam. 9 dot. 4 dot. 9 crack call. 6 dot.
Green we don't need.
Green. 1 crack. 8 crack. 1 bam. 5 bam. Green. Soap. 5 dot.
Guys are quiet tonight. Nobody's chit-chatting. Say hi. How's everything going? I know this hand might be a little boring because we're pretty set. Let's get rid of the flower. We're not going to use it.
Call. 2 dot.
Oh, maybe we can get another flower and swap out.
Joker swap. 4 dot.
Somebody got, the 9.
2 dot. 5 crack. West. 9 dot. 8 crack. 1 dot. Joker swap. 5 bam.
They got the flower.
Flower. 8 dot. 6 crack.
Let's call for it. We need a pong.
Call. 3 dot. 3 crack. 3 crack. 1 bam. 4 crack. Call. 3 crack. 8 bam. 9 dot.
Oh, I like
North.
jokers.
8 crack.
Don't we all?
Call. 9 bam.
Call. We need a Kong.
Call. 9 dot. Mah Jongg.
Oh no. Oh, at least I didn't throw the tile, but Amstead won again. He has 4 flowers and he was playing the winds. Very nice. Line number 5. That's a nice hand. Annie was playing 2, 4, 6, 8, which is what we were thinking about playing, but we had her, oh no, we didn't. She needed 6 dots and 8 dots. And then Kurt was playing line number 2, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 6, 7, 8, 9, I guess. Yeah, he didn't have any 6s because Annie had them. So that was a nice hand. Now, he had 9s up, I think. And I don't know that Kurt had anything else up. So I couldn't tell you what hands to switch because they didn't have 2 exposures up. But 6, 7, 8, 9, he could have played 8, 9 with matching dragons. He could have played 7, 8, 9 all in one suit. He could have played 6, 7, 8. He just needed flowers and he didn't have them. So I was pretty happy with this hand. It came together really fast. And, we just needed 1 tile. It just, got it before us. I'm good about it. Kathleen said, I always find 3, 6, 9 so challenging. I tend not to commit to a line quickly enough and end up missing opportunities. You know what? I probably, in 3, 6, 9, I probably play line number 5 the most because I collect tiles. I collect all the numbers in different suits. So number 5 is the one I play the most. And then I use line number 1 and use that as a backup a lot. So I think those are probably the 2 lines I play the most. I forget about line number 2. I don't often get a lot of flowers. So we can do one more game. I think we have plenty of time.
First Charleston.
Let's sort by suit. 6s and 9s. Are we back to 3, 6, 9? Well, heck yeah, look at that. 3, 6, 9. 4, we'll get rid of. A 1 and maybe we'll do a 5 and an 8. Let's pull back this 4. A south, a north, and a 4. A 2, a 4, and a 5. Let's see. Let's sort by suit and let's see what we have. Well, we don't want this white, and we don't want the 8, and we don't want the 5. So we have 3 tiles. I'm going to keep going.
Second Charleston.
I didn't even look at the card yet. I don't know what hands I'm playing. I'm just keeping every 3, 6, 9 possible.
Courtesy pass.
And we never picked up another one. We have 3. Still don't know what hand I'm playing.
Flower.
And we don't have to pick it yet.
7 crack.
We're going to keep whittling away. Oh, the flowers are going out, that's for sure.
Flower.
Ah.
West. East. Flower.
Jeez.
8 dot.
That
East.
wouldn't happen in an in-person game. People don't throw out flowers like that.
4 dot. 4 bam. West. 2 bam. 8 bam. 1 crack.
Oh, we have pairs of 3s, pairs of 6s, pairs of 9s. That's nice.
5 dot. Flower.
Either is fine. 2 or a 4.
4 dot. 6 bam. 9 crack. 5 dot.
Don't know what hand I'm playing. I'm looking at it now.
2 dot.
We get another flower.
4
We can
dot.
play line number 4, but we don't have the dragons. I gave up a dragon.
7 bam. 3 bam. 1 crack. 8 bam. 8 bam. 6
we can play
dot.
line number 5, although
5 dot.
we don't have any other pairs. Oh, now we have 6.
2 crack. 9 bam.
Is that the first 9 bam out?
8 bam. 4 crack. 5 dot.
I was thinking of the closed
crack.
hand.
1 dot. 6 dot.
Oh boy. I don't think we're going to use these flowers. Unless no, we don't have enough. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers out. Let's get rid of it.
West. 3 dot. Flower. 4 bam. 2 dot. 6 dot. 2 bam. Red. 9 dot. 2 bam.
No, all our tiles
So,
just seem to be
call.
going out.
East. 1 dot.
Oh, Joker exchange.
Joker swap.
Okay, we're going to make a decision. Maybe we'll play the closed hand. We have the 6s. It's only 1, 9, I think. We can play 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9. Or we could even play, which I got rid of the flower, so that's not good. Oh no, we don't need flower, we need dragons. Let's get rid of the 3.
3 dot. 4 bam. 2 crack. 7 bam. 1 crack. 6 crack. 3 bam.
Oh,
Call. 7
oh
crack.
boy, forget that now.
Call. 5 bam. 2 crack. 2 crack. 4 crack. West. 6 bam.
We could play 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9, and then 6s. I think a 6 bam went out already. Let's call for a Kong. Then we need all the 6 dots. Let's try it.
Call. 9 dot.
So I'm
1
looking
bam.
at line number 5, which I'd said I play all the time. And we only need 1, 3 pairs of 6s, and we need 3 9s.
Call. 2 dot.
Oh, they're playing what over here? They could play 1, 3, 3, 5.
7 dot. Call. Red.
Oh, all this 2 sevens over here. What hand are they playing? It's only one hand they can possibly be playing.
5 crack.
Which I don't know how they're playing that. Oh, they could be playing 2 hands. 7 sevens. What other hand could they be playing?
Joker swap. Flower.
Oh, nice. We got a joker for our 9s.
3 crack call. North.
Oh, boy. You know what they're playing.
Mahjong.
Oh. Bummer. So he's playing north and south with pungs of dragons. Very nice hand. Congrats to Annie. Amstead was playing 7-8-7-8, which I originally said he could only be playing one hand, which would be line number 7, but he could be playing line number 6, and that's what he won on. Kurt was playing 1-3-3-5. Very nice. We only needed one, another 2 our 6s, which I think, let's see, what was, if there was 1 6 dot, oh, there was 2 6 dots out. I did need a few jokers. Bummer. It's okay. I think there are 9 crack. How many 9 cracks were out? I don't see any. So we could have, oh, here's 1 9 crack over here. So we could have called for it if they discarded it.
First
All right,
Charleston.
on to our next game. 6 7 9. We're missing the 8, but I'm going with it. So let's get rid of the 1, the 4, and we're not going to use this red. 6 7 8 9. Let's keep the north because we play north and south with 6 7 8 or 7 8 9. Let's get rid of the 4, the 9, and the 1. Oh, we have a 5 5 6 7. Let's get rid of the 6, the 8, and the 6. Terrible pass, but that's what we got. We have 3 to go.
Second Charleston.
Keep pushing yourself through because your hand isn't that great. You want to get better tiles. I don't think we're going to get anything better than what we got. Oh, we got another 9. Maybe we play the closed hand, 6 7. Oh, we need 2 pairs though. Gonna get rid of the 9. I mean the green. I'm gonna get rid of the green.
Courtesy pass.
Ah, should have kept it. We have 3 6 9. Aish. Okay, we have north and south with a run of 5 6 7 or 6 7 8 or 7 8 9. Shall we pass 2 3s? Why not? Let's do 2. And we didn't get anything.
1 dot. West. 8 dot. Soap. 3 dot. 4 bam. 4 crack. 4 bam. 8 crack. 5 bam. 3 bam. 3 dot. West. 5 bam.
8. Probably
3
get
crack.
rid of the 5 next.
1 bam. 8 crack. 1 bam. South. Green. 3 bam. 4 dot. 9 dot. 2 crack. 1 bam. 1 crack. 3 crack. East. 7 crack. 4 dot. 1 bam. 2 dot. 9 dot. 4 bam. 6 crack. 7 crack.
Flower. We don't really need flowers unless we play. We can get rid of the 5.
5
I
bam.
don't think we really need
4
flowers
dot.
though. We could get rid of the winds and play like 6 7 8 or 7 8 9.
Red. 1 crack. West.
Maybe somebody else
So-
is playing winds.
1 crack.
North and south.
East. 2 dot. 7 dot. 2 dot. 1 dot. 2 bam, call, south. Joker swap. 8 dot.
There goes our 1 south. So let's play 7, 8, 9. Let's get rid of the 6s. Maybe we should, you know what, let's get rid of the flowers first.
1 dot. 9 dot. 8 dot. 3 crack, call, flower.
It would be nice to get these jokers.
Joker swap. North.
North, we only need 3, so we're good there.
3 bam. 7 dot. Call. Green.
Joker exchange, don't miss it. Oh, I almost missed it.
Joker swap.
Let's get rid of our
Flower.
rose. Our rose
7
flower. There goes our 7 bam. We can't pick it.
2 dot. Green.
5 dot.
5 dot. Red. 3 dot. East. East. 5 dot.
Need a south.
7 bam.
No, that's the second one.
3 bam.
1 goes out, our hand is bust.
6 dot. 9 dot. 6 crack. 5 bam. 5 dot. Joker swap. Mah Jongg.
Oh boy, end of that. Not a good night for me tonight. I don't think I won 1 game. Let's see. We have Amstead, 2, 3, 4, 5, all in 1 suit, and it's a quint. Very nice. Annie played flowers, 2, 4, 6, 8, line number 1. Kurt played 6, 7, 8, 9. Very nice. And we were still working on ours. We still had a chance. That 7 bam didn't go out. I guess if it went out, I would try to switch to, maybe I would call it, we don't have enough jokers. I was going to play 7, 8, 9. I don't know. I'd have to think about it some more, but I don't think there was a recovery. We're pretty at the end. Let me see how many did. Yeah, we were almost at the end. So I probably wouldn't be able to switch at this point. I guess a key to switching is that you may be halfway through and you can pull some tiles. So, bummer. So let's see who won tonight. Who's the big leader? Amstead won 3 games. Wow, good for him. Annie won 2. Myself and Kurt, Zippo. But I came in third. Kurt threw 2 discards to the winner. So, bummer. So, thank you for joining me this evening. I appreciate you being here. What else did we say? Kathleen said, now that we are comfortably past the holiday season, I want to try and see if there's any opportunity for me to come to your country club. Oh, thanks, Kathleen, for the invite. Oh, that would be fun. Go ahead and Kathleen, send me an email. Maybe we can work something out. That would be fun. Thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate you being here and spending an hour with me. I hope that some of the tips I gave tonight for switching hands you'll take into consideration and you'll practice and you'll use in your next Mahjong game. Next week, I think we'll talk about, I think Sue wants us to read hands. Not quite sure that I do that, but I'll try to put something together about reading your opponent's hands, which kind of goes inside with switching hands. So maybe we'll do something similar next week. And we'll look forward to seeing you next Tuesday night at 6:30 for our live clinic. Thanks again, Mahjong friends. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.